Because of the interest rate that is very high, a lot of people have been discouraged to invest in real estate. So I've been getting a lot of questions around what strategy is actually still working today in this high interest rate environment. In this video, I'll give you quick 3 strategies that are still working for my clients. I'm still helping people to acquire properties, and these are the strategies we're currently seeing results with right now in 2024. So if you really want to get the meat and potato of this, I strongly encourage you watch till the end, because I actually drop a very uncommon opinion, very unpopular strategy that people are not taking advantage of. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Wale Lawal. I am a real estate agent. I'm also a real estate investor here in the Houston, Texas. I've helped over 200 people to take action in real estate, which majority of them are investors. So you are in the right place. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate or invest in real estate within the Houston, Texas area, reach out to me. I would love to help you. Now, the number one strategy is buy and hold. Buy and hold simply means you buy the property, you put a tenant in place, and you pretty much collect the rent. Now, this could be a long-term buy and hold. It could be a medium-term buy and hold. It could be a short-term buy and hold. The long story short means that you are not selling the property within a year or two. You plan to keep it for as long as possible. Now, the challenge right now is that people are concerned like, hey, Wale, if I'm going to be keeping that property, my mortgage is $2,500, but my rent is only $2,300 or $2,400. It means I'm going to be coming out of my pocket with $100 every month to meet my mortgage obligation, along with other commitments for maintenance in case anything breaks in the property. Yes, this is a big concern for a lot of people, including myself, and I'm not going to shy away from that responsibility, but there are ways around this. What we've been doing is to buy new construction. If you're buying a new construction, there is no any maintenance for the first 3 to 5 years. Also, it's going to most likely be in a good neighborhood that people want to rent, so it will lower your vacancy. Among other things, there is also going to be the builder's incentive that they are giving you, the washer and dryer, refrigerator, sprinkler system, alarm system that they will put in the house, because it's a new house and they want to leave their customer with a good experience. So if you're buying all this this drastically reduce your maintenance costs on things that will break on you that you just didn't plan for. So this is how I've been helping people to buy a new construction, and we are using it for rental property, so we can cut away all the unknown about the things that can break in the house that we don't know. So the people I've been able to help right now, they are happy with the properties because they are pretty much buy rental property and they put a tenant in place, and they are using a property management software to manage it. So it's pretty much on autopilot. It's running itself. They collect rent through the application. They receive repair, maintenance, if any, because again, it's a new house. They rarely get those, but everything is through the application, and most of them probably receive a phone call from their tenant once or twice in a year. Now, moving on to the number 2. The number 2 strategy is house hacking. House hacking is when you buy a duplex, which is 2 units, or you buy a triplex, which is 3, or buy a fourplex, and you live in one of the units and you are renting out the other units to other people, and they are paying you income. They are paying you rent, of course. Now, if you're buying this one, typically you will need to put 3 to 5% down payment, because you are buying it as a owner-occupied property, because you're going to be living in the property, and these allow you to put less money down. So because you put less money down, you're also going to run into the issue, hey, it's not going to cash flow. Yes, it's not going to cash flow because you are putting just 3 to 5% down. For property to cash flow, typically you will need to put more than 25% down because of the higher interest rate of 7%, 7.5 as the case may be. So, but this is a very good strategy for people that are just getting started in real estate, that don't have much money and they want to learn the fundamentals about real estate investing. House hacking allows them to start investing with little to no risk, with little to no money, and gather a lot of experience about real estate investing, and eventually be able to determine if this is what they actually want to do for a long time, or real estate investing is not even for them. So you allow them to test the car without having to buy it or having to spend so much money to buy it. Now, house hacking is just a concept. There are several ways to house hack. You can do rent by the room. You can do the one I just explained, which you buy multiple units, up to 4 units. You live in one, you rent out the other 3. You can even house hack in a single family home. You buy a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom house. You live in one of the rooms and you have roommates on the other rooms. rooms and you guys share the toilet or the bathroom, as the case may be. Now you can even do house hack and use it part of the house for short-term rental, Airbnb. So among other ways you can be creative with your house. House hacking simply means you are renting a part of your property to strangers or your friends, and you are collecting income from them, which is allowing you to lower your monthly mortgage payment and be able to get that to as close to as zero as possible. And maybe in some cases, maybe you got a very good deal, you got a very good interest rate, you might still be able to cash flow with house hacking. So that's my number 2 strategy that is still working in today's higher interest rate environment in Houston, Texas in 2024. Now, I did mention to you that number 3 is actually going to surprise a lot of you. It's actually to buy your primary residence. You see, when you buy your primary residence, it is an act of real estate investing. When you buy a house, instead of you renting, you now own a house, you now own an asset. Every time you pay your mortgage is actually like a forced savings. So that money is going towards the equity of your house. And this is how people actually build wealth in real estate, because they bought the house 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, as the case may be. Now they now see that, oh, that $500,000 house I bought in 2010, I now have a loan of $100,000 or $150,000 on the house. Oh, now I have equity of maybe $400,000 or $350,000, as the case may be. So you get the gist, right? So this is how wealth is built. So when you buy a primary residence, it is an act of real estate investing. Either you accept it or not. Buying a house is not a liability, because it's a way to, you are building your own net worth, and it's a way to force you to kind of start saving money in form of paying your mortgage and in form of building equity in that your property. Now, a different version of that, or very similar, is to buy a second home, or you call it, a vacation home, as the case may be. Now, if you live you can always buy a second home 60 miles and above of where you live. So let's say you live, in a town, and there's another town right next to you, or 1 hour away or 2 hours away from you, that you like to visit, or you just want a home property there. You can actually buy it with a 10% down payment. You call it a second home because it's not close to your current home. If it's close to your current home, they will be seeing it as an investment property, and they will ask you to put minimum of 20% down. But if you're buying it further away from you, typically 1 hour drive away is fine. Anything more than 60 miles, they will allow you to put 10% down, and you buy it as a second home or vacation home. Then once you close on it, you can rent it out to long-term tenants, short-term rental, medium-term rental, or if you have a lot of money, you can say, you know what, I will just use it for the purpose of second home. Maybe you visit that city often, maybe once in a week, once in a month, as the case may be. But a lot of people that are actually doing this are doing it as a source of income, not as a liability. Don't forget, anything that puts money in your pocket is an asset. Anything that takes money from your pocket is a liability. So we all want assets, not a liability. So these are my top 3 strategies that I'm still helping people to implement right now in Houston, Texas in 2024, even with that 7.25 or 7.5 interest rate that is scaring a lot of people away. We are still getting results for those that are taking action. And if you really want to take this discussion to the next level and see how I can help you, I would say don't be afraid. Reach out to me. I would love to chat with you. I would like to discuss your real estate goals, and I would like to dissect into your why you actually even want to invest in real estate, and see how I can be able to help you. If you're new to this channel, once again, make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, click on that notification bell, and share this video with anybody and everybody you think will benefit from this. This will really encourage me to continue to bring you a great content like this that can, keep you informed and save you all those headaches and save you a lot of time to do the research by yourself. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.